Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta Hawks are a team trying to rise, with Trae Young shooting from the logo and setting the table, and John Collins banging on people's heads. Collins said, "We're definitely going to have the best pick-and-roll chemistry in the league for years to come." We'll see about that, guys, but they are very promising.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Griffin. Jackson is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Grant, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. And for the Hawks, inside it's Collins and Capella. Young in the backcourt. To his side is Herter. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Opening day, C-Web, which types of teams tend to begin the season hot?
Well, teams that return a lot of players, Kevin, that have that familiarity. I mean, squads with health on their side.
Rose passes to Grant. Plumlee with it. To the paint. Griffin against Collins. Shot clock at 5. Jackson misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Tries the spin move. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Grant, right side. Jackson with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Young with the ball. Collins, a screen on Rose. Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Hawks. We've played just over a minute here in the first. To the inside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Here's Bogdanovich. There's the drive. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here's Grant. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. Now the pass to Herter. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now here's Rose. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And here's Young. Another 3 for Atlanta. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And here's Griffin, following the 3-pointer by Trae Young. Griffin kicks to Jackson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other.
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
Young's shot is off. And it's Rose with the ball for the Pistons. 6-point game. Passes it to Plumlee. Grant outside. Inside. Here's Griffin, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
First one falls for him.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Griffin hits them both. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Grant the pass to Rose. Lets it go with a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Hawks leading by 4.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
The dish now to Plumlee. Pass to Jackson. He kicks to Grant. In the corner, it's Griffin. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and Derrick Rose, Kevin, with a new beginning after knee injuries derailed his career. He said, look, if load management had been around back then, he might still be a Chicago Bull.
That one is off.
And Derrick Rose, the youngest ever MVP in 2011, and it was the subsequent year that he sustained that first knee injury.
If you think back, he was playing over 40 minutes a night on a regular basis, and their team had 2-hour practices, tough ones, on off days. And so how can you keep up that type of demand on your body? Teams now tend to be more cautious with the burden they put on players.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
I mean, so experienced. I mean, tell me something Rose hasn't seen on the court. I mean, he reads the D like a book.
Gallinari, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And he makes the first.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. On the wing, Jackson. Grant outside. Pass to Rose. This one for three. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
A shooter of Rose's ability won't waste this look. Feet planted, shoulders square, totally ready to shoot.
Young passes to Gallinari. Jacks up a three. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
Now here's Rose. To the left wing. Plumlee finds Griffin. Lock at 6. Another three for Detroit.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young passes to Capella. From deep three-point range, Griffin grabs the board.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
That one, no good. Good D by Bogdanovich. Young in the corner. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Herter passes to Young. Capella with a screen on Rose. Young, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Rose for the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Young fires away from outside. The Hawks again can't hit. Steps back. Here's Jackson. Tries again, and the layup is good. Jackson's got 5 now.
Relentless. I mean, Jackson just giving it his all on the backboard.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Donnie's checked in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. Now here's Wright. Back to Griffin. Driving the lane. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Dunn passes to Okongwu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passing in the first half has been outstanding.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Second free throw, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Over to the wing. Right side, Griffin. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now here's Rondo over right. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Mikhailuk. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Done outside. Gallinari wide open. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Second is Chris Dunn.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And there's the pass to Okongwu. Here's Hunter. Not going to go that time. The Pistons go the other way with it. Here's Bay. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. In the corner, it's Hunter. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Hunter's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mikhailuk. Dunn covering.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And a wide open look for Rondo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Right outside. Left side, Griffin. Here's Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
Well, the passing is an underrated part of Griffin's game. He likes keeping his teammates involved, and his vision is better than people think.
There's Gallinari with the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. In the corner, it's Griffin. Launches a 3. No good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. 1:12 left to play in the first. Passes it to Okongwu. Gallinari, the bounce pass. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Now here's Griffin. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hunter dishes to Rondo. Here's the 3. And Gallinari is good for 3. Now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo can.
Now here's Wright. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And that one misses.
I love watching Griffin play the game. I mean, he has a lot of confidence in his abilities. He's terrific at staying aggressive.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Hayes is checked in. And he sinks the second. The Hawks leading. Okafor with the steal. Pass to Wright. Back to Griffin. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
But just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
And Atlanta has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Okafor. He's out there with Rose. Then there's Grant, and it's Bay in at the power forward position. Now, here's Hunter. 6 on the shot clock.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Bay. The feed to Okafor. Good work defensively by Capella. Atlanta's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Hunter's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now here's Rose. They set the screen. And the dunk by Rose.
Get up, D. Rose. I mean, even after all those injuries, the former MVP can still throw it down.
Here's Young. 5 points in the game.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
From 13, here's Okafor. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
He's in the post, defended by Young. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, "I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way." Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you. And the dunk by Capella.
It comes as no surprise that Capella makes that kind of tough finish. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of determination.
There's the pass to Bay. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grant's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Young. He has 5. Rebound, Detroit. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Hayes. Passes it to Rose. And here is Grant. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. Floats one. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Collins setting the pick for Young. The Hawks again can't hit. The Pistons have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Hayes kicks to Rose over Reddish. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. From deep. That shot off. And it's Detroit the other way. Here's Hayes. Reddish grabs the rebound. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Outside Rose to the wing on the left. Plumlee, the pass to Rose. And he drives in. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, man, he'll find a way to milk every point possible out of every possession. And if that means Rose has to get physical, he'll do it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Chris Dunn's checked in for Reddish. Detroit also making some changes. Mikhailuk is checked in, and Josh Jackson subbed in for Hayes.
Coaches love a hard worker like Rose. I mean, he values every possession and brings a strong focus to their offensive efforts.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Rose dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Mikhailuk. The Pistons working the ball around now. And Capella sends it back.
And you can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
Shot by Collins, no good. The Pistons leading. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Rose. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Young finds Collins. Outside Bogdanovic. Connects from 3-point range. Bogdanovic has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a real strength of Bogdanovic. I mean, you really got to crowd his space when he's thinking of shooting the 3.
Jackson passes to Grant. Dishes it to Rose. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Dunn passes to Collins. Kicks to Bogdanovic. Floats one up. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Plumlee, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And the Pistons making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Dunn dishes to Bogdanovic. Outside Collins. Here's Capella. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
The 6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. He's a strong big man.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Pistons have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Hawks leading. Done outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. Offline with his three. Pistons shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Got that bucket in no time at all. Mikhailuk's got his second bucket. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Lob pass to Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jackson has the open look. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 10 over Jackson. They get a hand on it. The pass to Rose. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Chris Dunn did not like that.
Well, that's a throwback dunk from Rose. How can you not love watching him get up and finish like this?
For Detroit, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Wright, he's checked in for Detroit. The Hawks trail by 4. Dunn looking over the floor. He dishes it to Gallinari. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose with the ball. He's got 13. Griffin a screen on Rondo. Rose kicks to Jackson. Clock at 4. Here's Griffin. The shot off that time. Good D by Rondo. And it's Rondo with the ball for Atlanta. Passes to Herter. Hawks passing it around. Now here's Okongwu. Nice D from Rose. Pass to Wright. To the left side wing. Left side Rose. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks it to Dunn. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Rondo against Rose. On the wing, Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Okafor's checked in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Griffin. 9 points in the game so far. Missed inside. Here's Rondo. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
Rajon Rondo's never been a sharp shooter, but over the course of his career, he's gotten more comfortable from range.
Here's Wright. Pass to Griffin. Here's Mikhailuk. The pass to Jackson. Over Gallinari. Detroit, no good that time either.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Rondo's shot is off. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Griffin. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at Collins, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And the first one at the line is good. Hayes, he's checked in for Jackson. That one misses. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now, here's Okongwu. Gallinari surveying the D. The Pistons trailing. Now Hayes. Kicks it to right. Outside Griffin. The tray. Rebound by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari attempting. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
And you see the muscle Gallinari's added to his frame. Now able to draw contact and still finish the play.
Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And that one misses. But they recover it. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Griffin. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. From downtown, Reddish grabs the rebound.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
Here's Rondo, and the 3 ball is good. Rondo's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Hawks.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Now here's Griffin. Good on the 3-point shot.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Hawks on top. They finish off the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team, Ernie. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Well, no question, Ernie. They need to improve their three-point shooting. When you shoot in the low 30s, you can dig yourself in a deep, deep deep, abysmal hole. You like that word, Ernie? Abysmal? I can't spell it, but it sounded nice. Anyway, when the open three is there, fine, shoot it. But we saw at least a few situations where they should have worked for a better shot.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Young in the backcourt. To his side is Herter. Inside, it's Collins and Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three, the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
And here is Capella, following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Rose. He's got 16. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And he's way off from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 3. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The Hawks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Young passes to Herter. He kicks it to Capella. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Jackson from long range. Rebound Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Josh Jackson.
The assertiveness of Capella, when he's playing with passion inside, it forces the D to act.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pistons trail by 4. Rose looking around. Young with the ball. He has 7. Here's Herter. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Now here's Plumlee. Pistons passing it around. Here's Griffin. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Hawks leading by 6. Young outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 10 points in the game.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Rose passes to Griffin. No good again that time.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
Here's Collins, and Griffin sends it back.
Oh, you want more of this from Griffin. There's no question he has the size and vertical to block shots.
Young outside. Another three for Atlanta.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. But with all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in a decade, the Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Plumlee, how he performed last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
And Capella sends it back. Young left side. There's the three. They grab their own miss. Bogdanovich, and he drops it in from the low post. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta. Young with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Capella. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. An energetic finish from Capella. For a big man, he's got some nasty dunks in his arsenal.
Now, here's Grant. And here's Plumlee. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rose. They could use a bucket. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Detroit, no good that time either.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Young. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Collins dishes to Dunn with the teardrop, and it's sent back by Plumlee. From the arc, the shot comes out, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Collins looking around. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Pass to Capella. Young way outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Rose. The pass to Mikhailuk. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Done outside. Outside Collins. Passes to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Plumlee sets the pick for Rose. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim, he ends a huge run by Atlanta.
Here's Young. Got it. Good job in the low post. Young's got 15 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rose passes to Grant. Now Plumlee. Back to Grant. On its way from Rose for two. And the dunk by Grant.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now, here is Young. 15 points in the game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And he's got 12 points from three-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Reddish in for Bogdanovich. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
Now here's Wright. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Hawks. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Okafor against Collins. Okafor, the pass to Bay. Over Gallinari. Detroit, no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Bounce pass Young. Here's Collins. Buries it down low. And the Hawks lead by 21.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Now here's Wright. Okafor with the screen on Young. It's Wright on the wing. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Atlanta leading by 21. Reddish the pass to Gallinari. Kicks it to Hayes. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Pass to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. It's been a huge weapon for them all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Pistons trailed by 21. Now here's Wright. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Second chance shot. Here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And here's Young from the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Hayes with the screen for Wright. And there's the drive. Three-pointer. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the wide-open shot from Reddish. No good from outside. Pistons shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. The 4th spot held by Trae Young.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
First free throw is good. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Both free throws good for Okafor. Atlanta leading by 20. 1:27 left in the third quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. The first free throw is good.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
And so Young nails them both. 1:25 left to play here in the third. And Hayes kicks to Okafor. Right side. Down low. Hay gets the bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Reddish the pass to Gallinari. From the top of the key, the offensive rebound, Hunter, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Hunter's got his third basket of the night.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. That one misses for Okafor. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Gallinari's got 12.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Now here's Wright. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Detroit, no good that time either. Over to the left wing. Here's Reddish. Goes back up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Hawks ahead, delivering the blowout. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Detroit, Rose is out there with Jackson. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. Here's Herter, following the basket by Mason Plumlee.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Rose goes in. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Herter passes to Rondo. Capella trying to free himself up. Rondo, no good. Pistons trailed by 21. It's Jackson atop the key. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Back to Rose. The 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Rose has got 19 points.
Oh, uses the threat of his drive to create looks from deep. Rose is such a smart offensive talent.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Rose. A 3-pointer is right on target.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch. Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Jackson dishes to Rose. Over Rondo. That doesn't go either for Rose. The Hawks leading by 18. Here's Herter. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
Out to the wing. Outside Rose. Takes the 3. But they'll get another chance. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Grant with the ball. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And the pass to Collins. Here's Herter. It's stolen by Rose. Sweet little floater. Rose has got 11 in the 2nd half.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Bogdanovich up top. He's covered by Grant.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings and not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And the all-around game of Bogdanovich is so impressive. I mean, it's easy to see why so many teams and so many people are high on this guy.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. And it's Rose with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. It's an 18-point game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Passes it to Griffin. Stolen by Collins. Outside Rondo. The dish to Bogdanovich. Collins a screen on Grant.
Bogdanovich so solid at making defenders feel uneasy. He knows how to get them to foul him too.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Pistons trailed by 19. Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Rondo kicks to Bogdanovich. Collins setting the pick for Bogdanovich. Shoots over Grant. The baseline J off the mark. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Griffin.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Collins a screen on Grant. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Griffin. Outside Rose from past the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Herter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. It's good from long range.
This is the next step for Capella, learning how to become a better passer over time.
Pistons trail by 20. Outside Rose. And there's the pass to Jackson. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. And he knocks down the first one. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Blake Griffin hits them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here's Collins. Passes it to Young. A 3-ball. Capella. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 20.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Griffin down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Going inside. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, really, Capella is a handful for the defense. I mean, at times you got to foul him.
You know, Chris, every season we see teams in a given game or series, they just don't seem to have that same energy. What are some of the reasons teams fall flat?
Well, I think sometimes, the stakes are a little bit higher in the playoffs. The other team is playing hard. Some teams have never gotten to that level before. Some teams, let their guards down at times. Then you try to turn it on, but you're already on the ropes.
He makes one of two that time. And so Grant will bring it up for the Pistons. Now Rose dishes to Jackson. Pass to Griffin. There's the triple. Atlanta with the rebound.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around their neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Now, here's Bogdanovich.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Here's Rose. Here's Plumlee. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Rose kicks to Grant. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 7 rebounds in the game. Got that one up quick. Herter's got 6 in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got 20 points.
Oh, Griffin's presence inside is enormous. It's impossible to hold him in check close to the bucket.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. It's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Now here's Jackson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now, here is Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 31 points.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
And the dunk by Rose.
This is the game you hope Rose has every night, shooting with tremendous confidence.
Hawks have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's Herter. Young with no one around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And, well, Detroit shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Rose passes to Griffin. Over Collins. Griffin kicks to Rose. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. To the wing right side. Young outside. Pass to Capella. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Done with it. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. He takes it in and finished off by Rose.
Well, that's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blowing by defenders.
And here is Dunn. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Kevin, thank you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.